In Rico's early ages, a black African-American boy living in Memphis, Tennessee at the time, was attending a family photo shoot at a photographer's house. The location of the house in Memphis is unknown, but the experience Rico had that day established the testimony about God's grace in addictions. Wandering off sometime during the photo shoot, Rico found himself on the porch of the house and then on the side of the house, where the young Rico noticed a cigarette that was still lit on the ground. Rico watched as the smoke rose from the cigarette in action. Rico then picked up the cigarette and attempted to smoke the cigarette. As expected, Rico started to cough and instantly threw it back on the ground. It was a nasty taste and the coughing reaction was unpleasant. Rico till this day doesn't recall any influence that would give him knowledgeable understandings on how to smoke cigarettes. His mother and his stepdad did not smoke, nor anyone he knew at the time. Later in his later teens, Rico was taking notice of his environments. Newport cigarettes was the viral sensation among teens. You could even purchase single cigarettes for 25 cents at private corner stores with ease. The time era then was more relaxed. No social media, no TikTok to expose systemic failures among the local communities. Less cameras, less instant communications, which gave way to a lot of things that wouldn't be so easy to accomplish today. Rico recalls attending Westside High School, and the school also sent him to Trezvant Votech for several hours to learn a trade. Around that time period, Rico would start selling things around school like earbuds, including loose cigarettes. The earbuds is for another testimony. He would steal them from stores and sell them around school for profit. The cigarette, he would find ways to purchase whole pack of cigarettes and distribute them out for less than $1 per loose cigarette. For those who are not knowledgeable about cigarettes, a loose cigarette is one single cigarette, or sometimes are referred to as singles. Rico didn't make anything of it, and the profit of selling cigarettes in school didn't amount to anything. Rico then continued his smoking trend, eventually meeting up with an old associate, Chris, another black African-American boy, whom invited Rico to another associate's house to hang out. Unexpectedly, Rico would be introduced to Mary Jane, in a time era where legalization was still far-fetched even in California. Rico would be offered to take his turn smoking the Mary Jane, and Rico tries it. After, they all agreed to go back inside the house. Rico stood up from the chair, attempting to walk in a straight line towards the house, but wasn't able to completely remain accurate in his goal. The new effects of Mary Jane was overwhelming, and a new experience that took Rico by surprise. The effects lasted for hours that seemed like forever. Although Rico experienced such effects, Rico would try it again, and it would become his normal activity for a while. An activity that later became an all-out battle to defeat. Cigarettes and Mary Jane was taking priority of his financial responsibilities, neglecting the necessities and stealing money in order to achieve a purchase of Mary Jane and cigarettes. This beginning was a true hardship, and Rico wouldn't become aware of his solution to the battle until God starts to reveal his grace and mercy. Rico would smoke for years, even while in jail, prison, and after. Rico would then quit cigarettes and smoke Black and Mild cigars. Rico noticed while smoking cigarettes, every time he would run, he could taste blood. He didn't know what it actually meant, but he knew it was not healthy. So he tried what seemed like a smoother habit. It continued until 2020, after Rico's faith journey in 2017. During 2017, Rico would still battle on and off with smoking. 2020, Rico would remain free of it for a period of time, then stumbling again from the temptation of walking past the local corner gas station in Hollywood doing his morning exercise walk, and continued to battle off and on, until the year of 2024 in April, when he threw away his last tobacco product. Until this day, June of 2025, Rico has never picked it back up, and do not desire to be in the presence of smoking. The Mary Jane battle ended in 2023, and now when Rico goes inside any stores, the thought of purchasing any form of it never tempts him. Upon seeing tobacco on display, it only reminds Rico how far God has indeed brought him out of a battle he couldn't win on his own. A battle against him that contributed to poor decisions, damaging relationships, etc. This testimony Rico knew was nothing but the grace of God that enables him to testify about what God has done for him, even when everything said that he was defeated by his addictions. And by this action from God, no one could tell Rico that God isn't a waymaker.
Within every step, there's a journey. Within every journey, there's a story. This is the story of Jimmy Rico Pegram, into Rise in Christ.